we pick things back up in possibly one of the worst spots we can. And to bookend that, storytelling-wise, we're actually going to open with a different scene. Because we have the beautiful lens of storytelling, we are going to take our camera and we are going to sweep it across the other side of Sturgeon, and we're going to do a slow pan through the spaces in between. It is dark. There are only 2 functioning lights. Furniture has been destroyed. Wood has been split and is jutting out from the floorboards. The beams that house some of like the I guess local wildlife that Sully would occasionally tend to are now barren and ripped. And there is blood over every surface that you could see. Drinks have been spilled. Glass is broken. And 2 bodies are slumped over the counter. And our camera doesn't let us see who. But we do see Cheddar. And he is sitting by the bodies and is whining as he tries to get their attention without success. And we pan back over to a retread of what happened on our last session, which is Callista in a fit of rage that would even make Jimmy blush, rushing towards Ballista. And as is customary, gang, I'm going to need everybody, including you, Victor, and we'll resolve you in a minute, to make a sharp roll, please. And that is going to determine our turn order. We will read these out in a moment.
Ouch.
Woof.
And I'll tell you what, gang, I am very excited to get dual monitors because this is proving difficult. Okay, so that's Fate. Ballista. Technically, I could have done these 2 together, I suppose, but well. Okay. Kruger. There is one person who I am not rolling for, and that is the Squall. Or I suppose the Earth Fractal is what I mean. I'm not rolling for them. And that will become clear in a little bit. Let's get JJ. I don't want to take everything right now. Let's get JJ. I forgot I had to unarchive him. Alright. Let's roll for him. So Ballista got a 5. Rhino got a 9. Fala got a 9. Mr. Mendoza got an 8. Flebs got a 5. Callista got a 10, of course. Jericho got a 14, of course. And Jimmy, shockingly, got a 6. My goodness. Okay. And JJ. Bear with me a moment, gang. Alright, there we go. And JJ got a 6. So, Mr. Branch, you will be kicking things off for us with your new sheet. Because you are attuned to the gravity, to the god weight. So you're in gravity fractal mode.
Oh, awesome. From like, how far away are we? Are like the group of Nightmare Detectives from, say, like the area where Callista, Kruger, and JJ are standing?
It is a 200, 300 foot big top. You have come in from the bottom left. Callista has just cleared about 50 feet. I would say, so Ballista is directly on the opposite side, so maybe 100 feet directly ahead. JJ is in the dead center, and Kruger and the Earth Fractal are on the far end, on the right.
Gotcha. I like to roll to use magic to and the effect I want to do is do something that is beyond human capability. I think is what's the word?
Yes, human limitations. Okay. And is this to use your god weight?
Say again.
Is this to use your god weight?
No. In a sense, not really. It's literally just to close the distance.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So it's a way of getting there quickly. Okay.
Yes.
Sure. Wow. Okay. Do you say anything cool to the rest before you go off?
I imagine Jericho does it in the moments that following will be picked up from last episode where the kind of grappling match Callista and Jing were having. There's a just not even Jericho's form. It's a kind of traveling bullet beam of Aventius blows past and wants to be closer to Renault in the upheaval.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you put a foot down, and your body begins to crackle with this purple pressure, and you are just gone. And you reappear about 10 feet, is that fair? 10 feet away?
Yeah.
10 feet away from Kruger and the upheaval. And you again leave a crater, but it's a more controlled crater, but the air around you is pulsating as you jump in. Next up is Callista.
Okay. Yeah, I think when Callista heads straight for Ballista, I don't think she summons her scythe or anything. I think for the first time, I don't know for sure if it's the first time, but it's at least a very rare occasion that she does this. I think she's just gonna just straight up go for a physical hit.
Okay, yeah, sure. So, yeah, that'd be... Oh, okay.
And I missed.
Yeah, you got a 4. So on a 4, Callista, you tackle Ballista to the ground, and you raise your hand back, and this hand is basically like a claw, and you go down to strike. You go down to strike Callista, and Ballista just rolls out of the way, and you slash through the ground. And you actually unearth some cables, and it sends electricity up through the through the floor. You just get out of the way of being electrified, and Ballista's not going to take a move against you. She's just going to get away for the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine Callista being, at this point, blinded by emotion and, rage mostly, but all kinds of different conflicting emotions that are making it hard for her to actually focus on the fight itself.
Mm-hmm. Ballista kind of takes a beat and looks at you and is kind of cocks her head and says, "Oh, I like you when you're mad. You think you could, try and aim for something on me next time? I'd really like you to mark me."
Callista does not take that
No,
bait.
of
She
course,
does
of course
take
not.
that bait.
Of course not. Okay. Next we'll have. You know what? We'll have Fala on the 9.
Yeah, let's see. So we're super far away right now. You said like 100 feet. So
yeah, from Ballista, yeah. Probably
Okay.
150 to 200 from JJ, and the full 250 to 300 from Kruger.
Okay, all right.
They're
so
all
I don't
spaced
have
out.
any cool super moves to move really fast. So do I have to use a move to just start running?
Well, no,
Or
it
can
depends on
I-
who you're going towards, and then we can work
I
out.
guess. Well, I know I want to use my long range. I've got the nanobot stun little guys. And I guess I'd probably aim for Ballista, who's closest.
Okay.
That seems to be where people are heading. Then
Okay. Let's. How about we'll do this in 2 stages? Give me a
Okay.
Give me a sharp roll first, and we'll see how good your aim is. Yeah, 13. You're able to during their fight, a little tussle, you can cross the distance. It takes you about 30 seconds. And then you get up behind one of the pillars that holds at the big top. And you take aim. Now roll kick some ass with a +1 advantage. Beautiful, 14.
Yes,
So 13
yeah.
for the sharp, 14 kick some ass. So tell me what your kick some ass roll is.
It's to take out my long range heavy futuristic weapon and aim it at Ballista and hopefully get a stun in. with
Okay.
some nanobots.
On a 14, yes, you get a stun. How much harm does it do?
3.
Okay. Yeah, you fire it off, and it kind of like knocks her in the back, and she kind of shudders, and you see Callista. You see her eyes roll on the back of her head, and she starts drooling a little bit. Then as she tries to move, she realizes that she can't. And it was going to be her roll next, and she is not able to move. So we're skipping her
Good looking
turn.
out, Fala.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Next from there is all right, Victor.
What?
Where did that mirror take you that you leapt through? Because it didn't take you to the big top originally.
Took me to the elemental plane of pears.
Okay. So I want it on record. You had one pair joke in the session. You have elected to use that joke now. So Victor, you are in a world where everything is pairs. And I think when you went there, you thought it'd be really funny and cool. But it's living soy jacks walking around, and you get hungry and you take a bite out of one of them, which reveals brain matter and flesh, and they're screaming and they're all looking at you like the monster that you are. And you've got sweet pear juice running down your chin as some people are throwing up, some people are running towards you to tackle you, and you've just realized that these are actual people. And you, yeah. What do you do?
Huh. This doesn't bode very well for me, I say as I look around as everyone's just kind of scrambling to get away from me.
They're screaming cannibal at you.
It doesn't matter anyway, they're all gonna rot in 3 days. They're left out in the sun like this.
They all look at each other. What? What the fuck do you mean?
You're all pears, right?
Make a sharp roll. Yeah, 11. Yeah, Victor, you didn't go to the pear realm. You went to Wisconsin. You just ate a human being. That's not pear juice running down your chin.
You
This
monster.
got so dark so fast.
Yeah.
Oh,
You are. They are pointing at you and calling you Dharma. You're kind of a bad person right now, buddy. You just ate someone.
oh boy.
He was in a pear costume, I'll give you that, but I mean,
I'm sorry, he just looks so juicy and fresh, and I couldn't
okay.
help myself.
Someone is definitely about to tackle you if you don't run. You have just eaten a human being's head, and now you're telling them all it was juicy. You are going to jail, my friend.
They wouldn't arrest plain. Okay, I gotta start running.
Yeah, plain Walker Mendoza Mike could still get arrested. All right, you go back through the portal and are gonna have to seriously. I mean, this was another multiverse, so you can never go back there now. You are known as Cannibal Mendoza. So
I feel sorry for Universe's Mendoza. He's gonna be the fall guy. I tell myself.
he's already dead, but sure, yeah. All right, cool. You jump back in. Some blood staining your outfit. Where do you land in the room? Like, are you on the far left or the far right?
Far left.
Okay, so you're with the group then, and you land unceremoniously next to Flebs.
It's just catch up. Don't worry. Don't think too hard about it.
Okay, I believe you.
Never had a jalapeno ketchup? It's very runny and dark and salty.
Flebs has eaten a human before, so Flebs will know more than anyone else that that's not what you say it is.
That looks like blood.
God, imagine taking that clip out of context.
Terrible. Pretty sure that's blood, Victor.
Lord.
I don't judge you, but the others might.
Wait.
I used to eat humans
Oh my god.
for like a day.
Oh my god.
Did he just flame us for judging him for a bit?
He
taking
did.
our team?
Yeah, I think so. I feel. Yeah.
What? Said I don't judge him for the blood because I used to do that, but you guys might judge him.
Exactly. I said, did you just flame us for judging you for taking a demon pack that made you eat people?
Oh,
Yeah, okay. I'm just
saying,
trying
you
to
guys are
figure
probably
this out
judge.
because I am a monster. I've probably eaten humans too.
Join the club.
I suddenly.
This
Why? Hang
conversation
on. Why are
has
we
got
suddenly the
so-
bad people?
So off the rails.
What the
All right,
Wow.
let's. Yeah,
I can safely say that Callista's not eaten a person before.
Well,
you don't know what you're
Probably.
missing.
Probably.
I had a joke in there, but it's not the time. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind, I get it.
Anyway.
Oh no.
Anyway.
And
I walked into that one.
Yeah, you sure did.
I'm ace, I didn't see it coming.
So, Victor, what do you do?
Let's see. Coated in blood.
That part wasn't a joke either.
Let's see. Don't ask, so what I missed in the short time I was away.
Not a whole lot.
No, definitely
Weird.
not a lot, no.
Weird.
Not a whole lot?
Weird. That dimensional hop felt like it took forever.
This is
Came back pretty
riveting
quick.
conversation.
Yeah, you should ask somebody else what happened.
I don't think it's gonna have time. So, Victor, who do you want to target, buddy? Or what do you want to do?
Fuck.
So you got Ballista and Callista fighting in front of you. You got JJ in the center, who I imagine would be very challenging to get to. And you got Kruger and the Upheaval, which is the Earth Fractal to the far right. And there could also be other things around in the area that you could search for. Just depends. And it can't be pair-related.
Oh.
I know.
Aw, that's what was taking so long.
Shit.
Come on, buddy, you got this.
I got nothing.
Take a look at it from the sense of like threats that are around the area. What do you like? You've got a fair few things as a spell slinger you could utilize, or if you're not sure, you could just search the area to see if there's any threats that you haven't seen.
Alright, what would that be? Like, investigate?
It'd be either investigate or read a bad situation. Probably read a bad situation.
Let's go with that. Go. Cool.
Okay. Alright. You got a 10. So on a 10, Victor, you can, let's have a look. You can hold, so you can ask 3 questions, or you can just ask me 1 question about the whole situation. What would you rather?
Who's trying to kill us, baby?
Okay, baby. You see the glint of a rifle from up in the rafters above you. And you hear, "Yes, I've got you now, pretty cool Mendoza."
Oh, crap. Oh, God. He's got a British accent.
"Yes, I know all about your anti-British sentiments. Pretty cool loco. You savages will be put back where you belong." And,
You know my true name. That you cut off. I didn't hear any of that.
Nope, that's... I figured out. He says, "You savages will be put back where you came from."
I don't have a set plane.
I think he was speaking in a more overt sense, but either way, and Lord Chadley Ulysses Netherfield Tremont III fires a shot at you, which grazes your elbow, but you get to do a move back. What would you like to do?
Let's see, would it be kick some ass?
It would, but you've got moves on there as well, Victor. So if you scroll down, you could see you've actually got specific sets of moves you can use as well.
Can this involve a pair?
If you're creative with it and you give me something, I'll let you involve a pair. If that's what it takes to motivate you in this game, sure.
Let's see. I was thinking I could use a line like "Let me prepare myself," and then I just drop a huge sack of pears on him.
So you wanna use your foci to drop. Okay, so that would be use magic.
Use magic.
Mm-hmm.
Use magic.
Yeah, you're gonna take. By the way, all right. So you're gonna take 3 harm. By the way, that sniper rifle hits very hard.
Oof.
Right. And then you okay? How much? You know what? Let's say you do 2 harm. You say as you go back, "Well, let me prepare," and you wave your foci, and pears rain from the sky and bop him on the bonce, and he goes flying down to the ground, and he takes 2 harm.
Ooh.
Okay. That might be the longest turn anyone's taken in this game so far, but that was worth it. Next up is on a 7, I believe it's... Yeah, okay. We're going to skip Faye on this round, so next up after that is going to be Jimmy.
Since I was running, I guess, following Callista in a rage as well, Jimmy would like to rage. And I will also target Ballista with a claw attack.
Okay. Nine. Okay. Now, how much damage does that do?
7.
7. Sorry, 7.
No,
Jesus.
5. Sorry, 5.
I was going to say. Okay, you swoop in and you like almost like a leaping claw, take her down the back, and it rips through her outfit, and there are 3 deep marks, one of which is causing her to bleed a lot. She turns around and well, she's gonna do damage anyway, but I need you to roll a cool roll for me, Jimmy, with a -1.
Isn't she stunned?
Perfect. She was, and then Jimmy just smacked her. She was only stunned for 1 turn. Her turn's gone. Jimmy, she casts Lustful Gaze on you, and because you failed, you are completely entranced by her. If you didn't know better, you were looking at Tracy, and it just completely freezes you in your midst.
Okay.
But she's not gonna. The trade-off here is she's not gonna do any harm to you. But you have fucked her up, and she is bleeding heavily from the back. She turns around and looks at Callista and says, "Now that's what you call making a mark on me, honey. Why couldn't you do that? I mean, he's cute, but look at you." Again, she's not expecting a reaction. She's just poking at you. And right now, I imagine you're not in a place where you could talk.
No, she's giving a reaction probably in the sense of like like what Jimmy does.
Yes.
Sort of just like heavy breathing and angry sounds.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She can't like respond.
Okay. JJ's
she
up.
wouldn't anyway.
JJ's up next. I know what he's going to do. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be this. Alright. Okay. JJ casts Mental Dominion. And he is casting it on... Oh, God. Who do I want to do this to? He's casting it on Victor.
Oh, no.
Victor, you believe you're speaking to the pair god. He is basically kind of like getting in your mind. And there's really no way of stopping it. Actually, no. You see Izumi Todo. That's who you see. They are all like in your mind, and they're like basically like getting into your brain, saying, "Victor, without us, there is no Pretty Cure. There is no Pretty Cure Mendoza. You will follow us." And on a 13,
Your command.
yeah, they're good boy. And he gets 3. You are out for 3 turns.
Oh no.
Our first order.
This is parable.
No more pair jokes.
Yeah.
Now go after Jericho Branch.
Do I cry at this?
So you're on. This is going to be one of the turns. You're just going to direct your attention towards Jericho. Okay. Next is Flebs.
Okay.
Could have gone for you, but I thought you haven't even had a turn yet. That just seems unfair.
Okay. I'm pretty far away, so I'm going to use my sniper rifle.
Okay.
I'm going to aim for Ballista.
Damn, you're all picking on Ballista today. Okay. Oh, I didn't use Kruger yet. Whoops. Oh, well.
She wants to get marked up.
Okay.
She wants to get marked. I'll give her a mark.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Okay.
Can I aim at a certain point of her body?
Of course you can. Well, give me the sharp roll, and we'll see how good your aim is. Okay. It's okay. Where do you want to aim for?
Probably her butt.
Yeah. No. You're gonna end up because your aim's okay. You can either go for the calf or the lower spine.
Top half, you said?
The calf muscle, or the lower half of the spine. Because your aim isn't. You got an 8, so it's a mix.
Let's say the calf.
Okay. All right. Roll kick some ass. Okay. The shot goes wide and you graze her on a 9. How much damage does that do?
4.
Okay. She goes down to a knee, and she is going to take aim at you now. How? Well, because it's a mixed success. If you get a mix on a kick some ass, they do damage to you while you do damage to them.
Yeah.
And how? A good question, actually. Maybe you know what? You turn around. She turns around and you look at her. She's like moving her hands, and you're like, "How? You are so far from me." She gives you a middle finger, and then she flicks it back, and she shoots you with a water bullet. And it's going to hit you in the shoulder for 2 harm.
Okay.
All right. I believe that's everybody. So top of the order again. Oh god, I have to go all the way back. Top of the order. Jericho Branch. Oh wait, no, we didn't do Rhino. Excuse me. No, I missed Rhino. He had a 9. I should have gone. All right, okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to go between Fala and Victor.
That's my bad. All right. He is still sitting on the plinth. And he kind of looks at you with a pretty resigned stare. He doesn't say anything. And he is going to simply hold out his right hand and fire a shot at you with the cannon in his hand. Nine. It hits for 3 harm. It's from the right hand of creation, and it drains you as it hits you. Like, it starts to fatigue you a little bit, but you're obviously going to hit him back as well. What do you hit him with?
Jericho will throw like a right hand punch, but like instead of like it actually connecting, using like the basically like, projecting like just a mass like pocket of gravity like towards him.
Okay. How much does that do damage wise?
It's treated as the blast effect, so it's basically 2 harm.
Okay. Okay, so you absorb the shot he takes, and then you almost brace with the god weight, and you throw out like it's just like a gravity ball.
Basically, or like.
Okay. I think when you do that, he looks. I don't know if surprise is the right word, but there's a look on his face that you are struggling to place. And it hits him for 2 harm, and it topples him over. And one thing's for sure, you definitely have his attention now. And it's your turn.
All right. So recovering from the attack, Jericho will like address Kruger, saying that you know, saying that, no, it was really rude. It was really rude of you to run away from our last fight. But don't worry about that. We're here to finish it today, and that's when he will like he'll activate the Atlas's oath.
Okay. And for the audience at home, what is the Atlas's oath?
It is going to be the Godweight's ultimate skill, basically like bringing like the Godweight's like mastery over gravity to like the forefront of the fractal.
Okay.
Fractal host.
As you brace yourself, the Upheaval stands in your way. Hood is still up, and they are like preparing to put up a rock wall. And let's see what I can do with this. Because I want to see if they can defend you. Defend him, rather, I should say. I don't know if they're going to have a chance to. 1 minute. Let's have a little look here. This is known as the unbreakable wall, which is ironic because you're probably about to break it. Well, potentially, I should say. Let's see how we get on. Be super great if my stats would load up, but there we go. Okay, perfect. Use magic. Okay. An 8. It's gonna give a minus... So basically, just do it normally, but it'll take off a... Actually, no. Take off a -1 on your roll.
So make the roll like negative
Correct.
What you're saying, right?
Okay.
Ooh.
It failed.
You charge up, but there's something in Kruger's eyes that just it puts you off, and your bravado is just bravado. There's nothing behind it, and you half-heartedly fire this shot, and the Upheaval conjures this wall, which completely nullifies it. And Kruger sits back up, still hasn't moved, and says, you still don't have the resolve. And until you do, till you can move me from this spot, I'm not fighting you. And he turns his back on you. Okay. Next up is Callista, I believe. Oh, wait. Yeah, Callista.
Yeah. How... So, Ballista's pretty injured by this point, yeah?
She's pretty fucked up.
Okay. Doing any kind of attack against her has a different layer to it, because I feel like she's gonna enjoy it a little bit, but
I mean, a little bit,
fine.
but yeah.
I would like to try. I would like to try to pin her to the wall.
Okay.
And I don't know what I'd have to roll for that. I'm not attacking.
Act under
I just wanna
pressure.
hold her. Okay.
$14.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Okay.
you pick her up, and you're choking a windpipe, and she smiles to begin with. And then, like, you choke a bit tighter, and you slam her against the wall. And she's smiling, but she's rapidly losing consciousness.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to... So basically, once I have her against the wall, I will stop choking her, but I want to put one hand over her mouth and the other arm I want like across her chest to hold her there.
The last thing she says before you do that is, "Okay, mommy," and then
Nope. I'm still not doing it. No, yeah, she definitely. Okay, there's more than one reason why she's covering her mouth. She's preventing any more comments like that.
Mm-hmm.
But all right. So, what I would like to do is, as she's doing this, Callista is gonna. Actually, hold on. I want to do what I told you about. Is it okay if I roll for it first?
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk it up.
I understand. I totally understand.
Okay, should I? So, This seems like it would be, if my last roll doesn't cover it, this seems like it would be like almost like a use magic sort of situation, maybe?
Okay. I would say yes.
I'm just gonna, yeah, that seems like the closest thing. I'm just gonna go with that.
Woo.
Okay.
10. All right. What do you do?
Now I'll say my thing. All
okay.
right. So while she's pinning, like holding Ballista up against the wall, she remembers all of the times before that she fought against demons. And in the past, with her previous divine energy, she would essentially, what she would do if they were possessing a host like this, is she would push her divine energy into the host and basically burn the demon up from the inside out, which sometimes would kill the host if they'd been possessed long enough. In this case, she can't do that anymore. But I think in her, highly amped up state that she's in at the moment, I think she's gonna try to do it regardless. Okay. Except she pushes her eldritch energy into Faye, I guess. And instead of trying to, burn up Ballista, because she can't do that, I think what she wants to do is take Faye's consciousness, soul, whatever you call it, and pull that forward. Like, basically force Ballista back into the background of herself.
Okay.
And bring Faye to back to control instead.
I love this. How does this look?
So, like I said, I think she's covering Ballista's mouth with her hand, and I think her eyes will turn black, like they do when she's using her powers. And I think Ballista's eyes will turn the same kind of blood. Like, I think it'll do the thing where the blackness creeps up her veins and her eyes turn black in the same way. And then when that disappears, it would be Faye instead of Ballista.
I'll tell you something a little bit different happens, but very similar. So the blackness crawls up you. Jimmy, you are transfixed watching this as this is like a glitch of like Tracy turning into Ballista. And to everyone else, it's almost like you're ripping Ballista's skin off. Because with one hand you're choking her, and the other hand, this hand is glowing. And Capri is screaming at you to stop, but you don't hear him. And you rip Ballista's consciousness from Faye. And you, on a 10, it's a perfect execution, but you can't hold Ballista's consciousness. And you let it go, and it turns into almost like smoke. And it transfers over to the Upheaval. Who was still, like, hooded up and whatnot. And there's something of an implication that perhaps that was Ballista's old body. Maybe. But you are now holding Faye, who is looking at you with a mixture of anger and confusion.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at you as her body begins to encase itself in boiling water and says, "Put me down."
I'd imagine I'd have to, yeah?
You don't know. You do not have to, and I don't know if Callista would. That's up to me to make.
Yeah, I don't...
She doesn't have to.
Yeah, I kind of don't think she really would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Alright. Let's see. Okay. On an 11, Faye envelops herself fully in this water. And she hyperheats it until it is like steam, and it is burning all across that darkness on your arm. And it's going to do 2 harm, but if you still want to hold on to her, give me a tough roll.
Okay.
If you don't want to let her go. If you're trying to choke her out. Okay, no. No, you let her go. It is extremely painful.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That's
fine.
Okay.
I think, I just want to say, I think Callista is... despite the talk they had earlier, where it actually was Faye, I think she's a little bit disappointed that now the ballista's gone, she's still, like, attacking, you know? Like, she was kind of... Somewhere she was hoping that if they were separated, Faye would realize that she has control and would like, be back on their side, but... She's still angry more than anything, so...
Yeah, it's an unbridled rage situation, so...
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so she you drop her, and she drops to the floor in a puddle, and she disappears. And Jimmy, you are actually, no, technically, because Ballista's still on the field. No, you're still charmed, Jimmy, but it's funny. We're going to resolve it in a way that you messaged me about.
Okay.
So we'll do that in a minute. Okay, next up, can everyone keep track of me? Because there's a lot going on here. Who is next?
Fala after Callista.
Fala. All right. What are we doing, Fala?
Fala wants to kind of, I guess, after that turn, look and gauge out of everybody who has the most damage and who needs to be healed.
Okay.
Like someone's got some really high damage.
Yeah. You want to just do a sharp roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. See, I've been looking forward to this battle, but also dreading it because there are so many moving parts. 12. All right. Yeah. Everybody, could you please let Fala know your harm?
I have taken 4 harm.
2 harm.
I'm at 3. I've taken 3.
I've taken 6.
Okay.
I've taken 5.
Okay. All right. So,
Jerry.
Jimmy, you're in rage though, right? So you can't
Is
die yet. Like I have time.
Jimmy, is your maximum higher than ours, or am I
It
making
is.
that up?
No, mine is.
The
okay.
hell?
That's what I
nice.
thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll go ahead and run to Jericho first, and then I'll plan on hitting. But yeah, Fala will run to Jericho and start performing medic to heal him. Hopefully, if I roll 10 plus, it's 2 harm and stabilize the injury.
Okay, yeah. So, do you have a separate roll for that?
No, it's a cool roll. I see.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, perfect. 11.
Sweet.
How much do you heal for that?
2, and it's stabilized.
Perfect. There you go. All right.
Nice.
Beautifully done.
Awesome.
All right. Next up, so that was Fala with a 9. So next up is Kruger.
Yes.
The Upheaval is going to take Kruger's turn, because Kruger is not fighting you right now. And the Upheaval pulls down their hood, and it is Ballista, who looks at their hands and says, ooh, new toys. Hey, Kruger, who do we have in this body? And Kruger kind of like waves a hand and says, doesn't matter. Just do what you do. And she just kind of grins and says, okay. And Jericho, she is going to... Okay, I know what she's going to do. She looks at you and smiles and says, I'm going to make things hard for you. And she creates a pillar which hits you in the stomach, and it rises up towards the top of this big top, like about 200 feet in the air. And it's going to do 3 harm. But you will have an opportunity to do quite a bit of harm back on a 7. What would you like to do?
So, how high did the pillar raise me into the air?
I guess that depends on when you do your attack, but I figured that it's a very quick rise. Like, it's like Toph's like pillar when she like stomps down. So it like knocks you in the stomach and carries on going up with you at the top. It like the fight you had before. And I'm gonna say you're probably about 70 feet off the ground before you can react.
Cool.
Like, this can go up to 200 feet, 250 feet, maybe. In fact, I mean, normally big tops go quite high for the acrobats. Actually, no, you know what? The big top goes up to 500 feet inside at its peak, so you're probably about a couple of hundred feet off the ground. There's a lot of room to fight in here, which is probably necessary.
And I can use, like, any of my moves for, like, a counterattack here?
If they're on your sheet.
Awesome. So, like, as Jericho's, like, getting carried up by the pillar, like flashes a smile. Like he'll kind of roll over it and activate the Meteor strike.
Ooh, okay. So Meteor strike. I've got this one. That's the God weight. Leap high into the air and in an instant and land at a target location, multiplying and dispersing the force of your descent and landing. Enemies caught in the radius of the impact must roll sharp. On critical success, they suffer no damage. On partial success, they suffer 2 harm. On a critical failure, they suffer 4 harm and are knocked down. Now, you know what I'm going to say?
Yes.
I'm going to need... So JJ, Kruger, Ballista, Victor, and Lord Chadley are all going to have to roll for this, because you are coming from an Ungodly. In fact, actually, it's going to depend on how hard you hit the ground. So I'd roll for that first, and then we can go from there.
Gotcha.
Okay, 9. Yeah. All right then. Let's see. Let's do. So Chadley, because the thing is, you can't really distinguish friend from foe in this moment. So I think it's only fair that we get a good resolution. So Chadley, yep, Chadley gets out of the way completely. No problems there. I'm just going to roll the Upheaval for Ballista's one for now. The Upheaval gets an 8. JJ. Oh, he has a minus sharp. Oh, no. Oh, wow, yeah, he completely fails. And Kruger... Kruger gets an 8. Okay, now remind me, I know I just read it, but, in fact, actually, let me get that for myself. So, on a, success, so, Chadley, oh, Victor as well. Victor, can you roll a shot, please, buddy? Sorry. Victor? Oh, food. Okay, no, that's fine. Alright, he's finally eating food. Alright, you know what? I'll let that slide. I guess I can roll for you. Nightmare Detectives is a weekly series that goes out to multiple people. No, it's fine, I'm kidding. Alright. Victor Mendoza. There you are. While I'm doing that, Jericho, tell me how this looks.
So basically, as like the pillar was raising into the air and gaining momentum, Jericho basically, instead of like kind of dragging him up or like pushing him like through his like midsection, he kind of acrobat style rolls on top of it. The purple gravity energy swells. He momentarily appears in the sky. In higher up off the pillar, and then like almost in like a purple flash or warp, like connects like fist first to the ground.
Mm-hmm. So
and then like a bunch of like the the purple like gravity magic, which now I'm trying to like imagine it kind of looks like purple like streaks of lightning like erupt from the ground.
Yeah, I like that. I cannot get Victor's thing to load up, which is really annoying me. Okay, for some reason, Roll20 does not want me to load Victor's profile. I don't know why. Alright, so,
Are you able to give me permission to do it?
I have so many different characters open at the moment. It might be the reason why. It's fine. I will just have to roll with it. So, yeah, Jericho, you slam down, and the one person caught in the crossfire is JJ. Maybe there's like a residual shockwave that knocks him. It's gonna knock him like basically off of the central platform he's on and into the darkness, where he's just gone. And he's gonna take 4 harm. Kruger and the Upheaval, they both brace, and the Upheaval gets knocked away, but Kruger does not. But they both are gonna take 2 harm as a result. It is a pretty brutal maneuver, as you are tuning to the god weight with very rapid succession. Okay. Next up is... This is getting very challenging to maintain. Let's have a look, shall we? Who is next?
After Faye, we had... Wait, what?
Yeah, it'd be Victor.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Victor. We had Fala, Kruger, Victor.
Okay. Victor, are you back?
Is the Upheaval taking Renault's turn? Just like for clarifications.
Yeah, the Upheaval is basically taking Renault's turn at the moment.
And Ballista still has a turn in the turn order.
Nope.
Now she's...
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Let me
She's
fix
been
that
taken
thing.
out of it
Thank
for a
you.
moment. That's all right. So, yeah, we'll skip Renault. We're going to go to... Okay, yeah, Victor suffers a little bit of harm on a 9. Is it 2 harm, Jericho?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
On a mixed success.
All right, okay, so he gets blown away. All right. Victor is going to he's going to target you, Jericho, because that's what the voice is telling him to do. And he is going to hit you with a pretty cure spell. On a 9, he blasts a sea of like this glittery force at you. And it feels kind of warm, like in a almost like you're being hugged, and then it starts to burn. It's really odd. It's also got like you hear the sound of like anime girls like screaming in your ears. It's kind of a bizarre spell. And you're gonna take 2 harm from that. And what do you do back to him?
Can we clarify something? So like the Alice's oath is active currently, right?
Actually, that's a point. Let's have a look.
So like, did it activate 2 turns ago? Did it not? Since I had the miss success roll.
All right, my.
Did
You hit Jericho.
No.
Didn't go great.
Jericho, remind me what
And,
that does.
Jericho may or may not do that.
Sorry, 1 second. Just scrolling down.
Thank you.
Basically, it grants the berserk trait, and makes it to where on the beginning of like your turn you roll. I said sharp. Maybe it should be cool to basically maintain stability, like flavor wise, making sure like the gravity fractal doesn't isn't like tearing your body like apart, and makes it to where all of your hits and mass rolls do +2 as entropy damage or force damage.
Okay, all right. Well then, shit. Yeah, it's still active. So yeah. Let's see.
Awesome. I'm glad because that would have just killed me.
Yeah, no. It's still active. So in that case, then does it just nullify? Like, does this nullify the attack?
Say again.
Does it essentially nullify any attack at the moment then, while it's active?
In a sense, it's basically during combat, Jericho can't just like die like how the berserk trait works. But like, so I have it as 3 of the stability counts right now. I feel like he fails those 3 rolls, then like the state just ends, and then he like still has to suffer the effects of like how much harm he actually suffered inside of it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Give me a roll to see how well you hold on to it.
Do you think that should be like cool or weird? Or tough? Cool or tough?
No. If it's between cool or tough, tough, because it's about your body being torn apart. 9.
No, did not fail.
So yeah, you keep it going. So in that case, yeah, it's You get... Alright, okay, I think I know what happens here then. You see this sparkly pretty cure spell, and like as it's fired, you hear like a sky high, and it hits you and it just gets absorbed into the god weight, and you reverberate around your body and you fire it back at Victor with an added oomph behind it with the gravity weight, with the god weight, sorry, and it knocks Victor off his feet, and it's going to nullify the charm spell that JJ put on him. And Victor's only going to suffer 1 harm because you're able to control it to a degree.
So I lay on the ground, just like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, well, Victor's only got...
like, are you good now? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Victor is going to be out for a minute. Okay. Who's next?
Was it Victor's turn just now?
It was. So is it Chadley's?
It's Faye's turn.
Faye. All right. Okay. Oh boy. All right.
Don't attack me, cousin.
we're gonna start turning up the heat. Wait, what? Don't attack me, cousin.
Wait,
Cousin.
what?
6 times removed.
Is she?
Wrong character, Flebs.
Wrong character, Flebs.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say that's not.
No, buddy.
Wrong
whole
Fae.
time.
Wrong Fae.
That's
Yeah,
why.
okay, I said that. I said this to a season. Two seconds ago.
Also, can I just say the reason her name was Tay Flebs was to avoid that. And you kept on telling me it was Faye, and I was like, no, it's Tay. And you kept on telling me, and you gaslit me into it being
Also-
Faye.
You're literally gaslighting.
TJ, you never rolled for Chadley's turn order.
Oh, that's a point. He's gonna go after Faye then. Yeah, no, it was
Alright,
it was
okay,
always
yeah,
meant to be
but-
Tay Flebs because I don't like naming characters the same thing. It becomes very confusing. Oh well.
Well, that's fine. We can call her Tay.
It's
I knew-
wow.
That's what happened.
This is not Faye your cousin. This is Faye possibly maybe my sis.
And they're both connected to characters. Great.
Oh, okay.
Oh
She's
boy.
related to me, so- and she's gonna fuck somebody
Glad,
up. as
glad we
well.
cleared that up. Maybe.
It's probably gonna be me.
All right.
I'm so glad she ended the sentence with up.
I am having some major lag problems right now, so bear with me. It is sounding horrible.
You're good.
No, I know, but I can tell because it's doing the juddering thing, and it sounds abysmal. On a 13, Faye is going to create a whirlpool, but because around you is sand and dirt, it is becoming a quicksand-style whirlpool. And it is enveloping Callista, Jimmy, Flebs, and Faye. And I'm going to need all of you to roll... Would it be sharp or tough, do you think?
Are they trying to avoid it or trying to like withstand it?
I guess it's both, really. Either avoid it or get out of it, because it's a whirlpool, quicksand whirlpool.
Like getting out of it would be.
I would definitely prefer a sharp.
I'm sure you'd prefer a sharp, but
Yeah, sharp getting out of it like
That's just my vote.
and tough would be the like.
well,
weather.
Flebs decided that he
Flebs
wanted
decided.
to do. Flebs, you gotta wait until we decide, my guy. You can't just do it.
After Amy said that, I figured there's no way TJ is going to roll.
All right, well, I guess it's a sharp roll. Fuck me, fuck me, I guess. Fuck the DM. No, guys, sharp roll. Sharp roll. Sharp roll. Go ahead.
Could I potentially? I don't know if this would help in any way, but can I potentially try to like use my wings to fly out of it? Like, could that give me an advantage or something?
Yeah, I mean, gang, I was gonna go tough because I actually saw this happening. Like, she's just hit an ult, and 3 of you with high sharp have gotten out.
I'm willing to
11.
do a tough
No,
roll,
it's
that's why
no,
I asked.
no, it's too late. 11, 10, and 12. Callista, go ahead.
Alright.
Let's just get this
13.
over with. Yeah.
This is too easy. It's too easy.
All right.
Oh, no.
She does an attack and it does nothing. We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on.
My ass.
Rip.
All right. From now on, please nobody jump ahead of me. I'm begging you. All right. Chadley. As soon as things stop moving. Okay. Yeah, gang, my PC is really beginning to show some problems. It's literally, there is a 5-second delay selecting a name on Roll20. I am not joking. So I am foresee a problem coming up in a minute. So we'll see how far we get. But I don't think this is going to last very long. All right. Let me see if I can. So next it's going to be Chadley. All right. So Lord Chadley hits you, Chewy, and Jimmy gets shot in the upper right arm. And it is going to do 4 harm, but he hits you with a silver bullet, and it is rendering that entire side of your body numb. And it would suspect in the middle of this that he is using some kind of paralyzing agent on you. You still got, full use of your other side, but you're not going to be as accurate as you could be.
Okay.
All right. I believe it's your turn.
All right. Jimmy would like to use Unending Rage.
Okay. Unending Rage is a almost like a hidden move that Jimmy's got. When you are taken to 0 on your life points, you embody like your full rage, becoming unkillable, but you don't know friend from foe. And if you are able to defeat your enemy, you heal for 4 hit points. So, because that took you down to 0, you go to a knee for a moment, and this like guttural scream that has, the gang are used to you raging, and they're even used to your advanced rage. This is something else, and a red aura envelops you as you just begin charging towards Chadley with reckless abandon. So yeah, roll kick some ass with a +2 advantage, bud. I think the only thing I would say, if you'll agree with me, is that you're not gonna have like you're not gonna have the sense to use like your weaponry. It'll just be smash, if that makes sense.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
15. Yeah. You hit Chadley. What does it normally do?
So it would normally do 5 harm on just a basic claw attack.
Yeah,
and that's its extra. That's just like my natural attack stuff.
This does 10. You run up towards Chadley like a pissed off silverback gorilla that has just found the poacher, firing at it from the bushes. You grab him by the leg and you smack him into the ground 2 or 3 times, and then you almost like throw him into the air, let him go, and you hit him with everything you can in the stomach and break a few ribs. And you hold him there for a minute as you hear the air leave his lungs. And then with the strength of that shot, while he's still over your fist, you fling him through the canopy and out of the big top. He is out, and you have recovered for 4 points. Okay, who is after Jimmy? I'm gonna need some help here as I'm going through this.
JJ.
JJ.
Or JJ or Flebs, either one. They both rolled a
Flebs.
5.
Flebs, why don't you go next?
Okay. So Ballista is... I can't attack her anymore, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, you can go for the Upheaval, which is her and her other body.
I will attack the Upheaval.
All right, sniper again.
Yep, still standing far away.
All right, sharp.
Okay. Aim for the head, I guess.
Okay. You are going to go for the shoulder on an 8. Because your shot's going to go wide. But yeah, give me a roll. 12. Yeah.
Boom.
You go through. She pulls up this like rock armor, which negates some of the attack, but not a lot of it. On a 12, you pierce right through her collarbone. So that's 4 harm normally.
4 harm.
Yeah. Just it does 3 harm to her. Okay. Good shit. Okay, I know what JJ's gonna do. Let's just background. Okay, that's fine. It's a background mechanic, so you got a 7. Is it top of the order after that?
Yes.
All right, Callista.
Jericho.
Oh, Jericho,
Yeah,
excuse me.
Jericho's before me.
Excuse me.
Before like thinking of attack, Jericho will look over at the Upheaval and say, "Hey, Ballista, if you would kindly just like fuck off for a while, I can get you a date with Babylon."
That is manipulate someone with an advantage.
Yeah.
+1. All right.
Nice.
She looks at you as like, are you dead ass right now?
Yeah, it'll be easy. I'll tell him. Hey, no, I think I want to start dating Ballista, and he'll be like, Jericho Branch wants to date Ballista, and then he'll think he's getting one over on me while trying to take you on a date first.
Oh my god.
That's brilliant.
Oh.
He says this like fully fractaled out, like eyes going purple.
So smart too.
She like thinks for a minute, and then she goes, "Oh fuck yeah! Hey JJ, I'm out. Bye." And she uses the Earth fractal powers, encases herself in rock, and she like does a Goron roll out of the building. She's gone.
Jericho kind of looks at the other hunters and like does like the shoulder shrug, like, but like the double thing, the double thumbs up.
God, that's so good. I
Kruger turns around to face you.
Finally ready.
He sighs and stands up, and he takes off both the gauntlets. And he says, "You sure you don't want your friends involved?"
Nah. I think I can handle this. Plus, kind of need to get that fractal back to someone important, and the other one to someone who is important but not that sentiment. It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. It's not his move, so I'm going to move on from that. Callista, it's your turn.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong, but since JJ is still out of sight, Kruger's the only one we can go after, right? Because
you would need to get over there, but Chadley's out. Yeah. JJ is someone.
People's out. Faye, we can't see Faye, right?
You can't see Faye at the moment, no, because you all dodged her attack.
Okay. Well.
So you're still in the air right now.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to attack. Well, wait. Am I? He just said we're not supposed to be involved, though, right?
Yeah.
Not that Callista would care about that.
Well, no, you can do your own thing.
Yeah.
You can do your own thing.
The thing is, Callista's also raging, and there's one target, so she's gonna go for Kruger.
Sure.
I might fucking miss, but we'll see. Yeah, I guess she's just gonna go in with another physical attack. Yeah.
Okay, what is she going in with?
I'm not intentionally trying to copy Jimmy, but I don't think she. First of all, I think her scythe is broken, so she wouldn't try to really use that anyways. But yeah, I think she's just using her claws as well.
Okay.
But also trying to infuse the eldritch energy in them.
You get a clean shot over his face, and it immediately starts to glow like this brackish black fluid. He doesn't stop you. Instead, he looks at you, and holds out a freakishly large hand to your head, much like he did back in the Hotel Inertia.
Uh-oh.
And he looks over at you, Jericho, and he sighs. And he says, I guess we're doing this.
Yes, we are.
He clicks his left hand, and he looks at you, and the last thing you hear is him saying, First Fractal. Regression. And in an instant, each one of you feels a pulling sensation from inside you. And it affects each of you differently. Callista, you are thrown back into your human form. Mm-hmm. Jericho, your god weight is shut off. Jimmy, you are thrown back into your human form. Each one of you has just had your... and of course, sorry, excuse me. Victor, your pretty cure powers are no longer accessible.
Oh no, I'm dead.
Each one of you has just been regressed back from the wellspring from which all of you draw from. And Kruger lets you drop to the floor, Callista. And he flexes. And he says, let's go. Okay, so it's a fresh battle. And I am going to need everyone to re-roll their sharp. So we're going to bring this back just to keep track of everything. So it's a fresh fight, if you will. Please.
Oh, damn it.
And as we have established, with this being regression, none of you have magical abilities. And as you look around, Faye has reappeared, but she is passed out on the floor. Let's get a roll. So, Faye is not going to be a part of this as well, just to be clear. Chadley is out. JJ is there. Victor, you can do your own roll. Jericho, you got there. All right, that's fine. Okay, so just need to do Kruger. Lovely. Wow, everyone rolled poorly.
Well, Jimmy's balling, actually.
All right, so it's going to be Jimmy, then Callista. Sorry, Jimmy, Fala, Flebs, Jericho, Victor, and then me. All right, Jimmy, what we doing?
Okay. So, Callista is still over by Kruger, or is
Callista? Yeah. She was.
Okay.
He just threw her. He dropped her on the ground. He didn't even hurt her. He just let her go.
Okay. Well, I would like to, or Jimmy would like to move to Kruger then.
Okay.
And Jimmy would also like to rage.
No.
Okay. Well.
So sorry. I don't, let me clarify. He has regressed all of you. You do not have access to the magical wellspring, meaning Jimmy is human. Jimmy can try and trust him, but there's nothing there. It's not working. Because the Sasquatch is a magical creature. And you do not have access to it. It's the most bizarre thing for Jimmy. It would be the equivalent of not knowing how to walk suddenly. You know how to walk. And you try. But it just doesn't happen. Alternatively, I will offer you this. You can become a Sasquatch, but all your moves are going to be... Their effect is going to be cut in half. No rage though.
Okay, I would still like to take on the Sasquatch
Yeah.
form, though.
Okay. So you try, and it doesn't work, and you try again, and you get a little bit there, and then you really buckle down, and you're trying to get angry, and you just can't. But eventually, you tap into something in you, and you switch. But you can tell something is different, and Kruger is looking at you genuinely very sad. Like he doesn't look happy about this.
Right, like I said, Jimmy would like to move to Kruger
Yeah.
for a kick some ass roll, please.
Absolutely, sir. Go ahead. 11. What weapon are you using, bud?
I am just going to use my claw attack.
So that's a 2.
So yes.
All right. How does it look?
I'm just going to swipe across his torso and move to the, then move towards the side of that Callista's on.
Okay. So, I'm just making a note here. What happens is you do a strike, and it doesn't have the level of effect it normally does. You can tell that, but it's still nasty. And you scratch him on the other side, and he grimaces, but he takes it, and he doesn't hit you back. He just lets you take the shot as you back off to go towards Callista. He just takes it.
Okay, and as I step back, I would like to draw this my huge sword on my back.
Okay, so you're prepping that for the next roll. Cool. All right. Next up is Callista. Wait, no, not Callista. Sorry, Fala.
Fala.
Yes. I think Fala's gonna kind of look around and realize what's happened and that everyone's really out of it. And Fala's going to, I think she's gonna make a move for Kruger and try and decide if it would be. I am trying to decide if it would be better to try to do harm for him or heal somebody. Does anybody have an extraordinary amount of harm right now?
Anybody?
Anybody? Anyone
Jericho does.
I was like, yeah, Jericho has casual 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, then Fala's gonna run back to Jericho then, and we're gonna just heal Jericho instead. 'Cause that's all.
Hi again.
Hi again. Hi. Okay. Yeah. So Fala runs to Jericho and performs medic and just says, here, I've got you. And see, we are rolling. Oh no.
That's a 5. That's a 5,
Yikes.
which I believe it just doesn't heal. I'll tell you what happens, Fala. You're using advanced technology to heal Jericho. And you realize it is not responding to you. Because regression means that your technology is not working here.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Next up is Flebs.
Yes. I'm gonna shoot Kruger.
I think every roll you've done has just been shooting someone.
Yep.
Are you sure there's nothing else you want to do? You just want to grab that old rifle, pop away?
Classic.
It does the most damage.
That's very true. Do you not need to reload this? Because I cannot imagine you would have infinite ammo on this.
There's no reload.
There's no reload. Okay, well, all right. So give me an aim. And where are you aiming for?
All right. Between the eyes.
14.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Jesus.
you're gonna get it. So yeah, give me a kick some ass roll. All right.
Oh my.
So so 14 for the sharp to aim it, and then a 12 to fire it. Yeah, the shot lands clean, right between the bridge of the like where the nose and the eyes meet, and it hits him, and the tip of the bullet goes in and pushes towards the skull, and that's gonna do 4 harm. But he uses the god weight to push it back out. It still does damage. There's still a little hole in his head. And again, he pushes it out and lets it fall to the floor, and he doesn't attack you back. He just stares at you. Next up is Callista. Oh, wait, no.
Okay.
Or is it Jericho? No, it's Jericho.
Oh,
Sorry, Jericho.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Apologies.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually...
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, Jericho. It's all right.
Okay. No magic. Got it. Okay. Okay. Bullets bounce off him. Got you. Won't lie, you've been thinking about this like ever since it was Jimmy's turn. I still don't know what to do about this. Jericho will approach Kruger. I want to just like walk like straight up to him.
Okay.
And you mentioned earlier that like they took his gauntlets off, right?
Yep.
I want to pick those up. I want to use those.
Okay. Roll to act under pressure. They are near him. Okay. Yeah, you pick him up. He watches you. You should pick him up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, why'd you take these off?
Because I wanted to be fair.
But then you took away
Yeah.
my ability to use magic.
So why would I need the gauntlets?
And there is. I'm failing to see how this is like fair, but like I'm not calling you a hypocrite. Not doing that just yet. But I need you to could you mind help me understand your thought process here?
Show me your resolve. Give me your best shot. And I'll tell you.
Okay. He takes off one of like the gauntlets, like an old timey white glove, and he slaps him across the face with it.
I mean, that's another act under pressure.
Oh, really? Got you. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, also it's a -1 because he's asked you to give him your best shot, and you're electing to sort of insult him in a very sassy Jericho way. Was that with a -1?
That was with a -1.
10.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. You smack him across the face. And again.
You see how ridiculous that feels?
Yeah. He takes 0.5 harm. He just looks at you and is like, "Why won't you take me seriously?"
I am taking this seriously. You know, I'm the person on like a time schedule here. I have two people who are really cool. One of them you might know, name's Indica, kind of like your also surrogate father, by the way. Dying, but like then I have to that come in place like a little mini game of, hey, take me seriously. Also, I'm gonna take away your magic, so you're like, so I can't like, so you can't actually do shit. And also, bullets bounce off me because I'm made out of fucking rubber.
They don't bounce off me. Look at my fucking head. I just didn't want it to go into my brain. Sorry for defending myself.
You are fine. Do not be overdramatic.
You could see a skull through the hole in his head.
Well, you have vitality. I mean, like, you could fix that if you wanted to. I feel like you're trying to prove a point here.
Yeah. Do you understand what regression means? I don't. He pulls out his right hand and tries, and nothing. Is it sinking in? Is it sinking in for you yet?
I mean, yeah. That ability is really shit since it regresses you too.
No, it's called fairness. He is going to. Hold on. Okay. Oh, no, it won't be that shit. Sorry, hold on. That's not the roll I wanted. Where are you? There we go. He hits you in the stomach really hard with his other hand, and it wins you. It actually is like that level of, I don't know if anyone here has been punched in the stomach, but when you are winded that badly, the room really shakes around you. Your entire body curls over, and you are just looking at his upturned fist, Jericho. And you see tears dropping down his forearm. And you are very close to him, and no one else can hear this. And he says, if I don't stop you right here, right now, then my dad is dead. You're all dead. Everyone I love will turn to dust. I'm doing this because I love you all. Because I need to protect my dad. I'm sorry. And he has hit you for well, your harm is currently what, Jericho? Because that's going to inform my decision on this.
6.
He sends you to the ground. It's like a knockout blow. What is going through Jericho's head when he hears that? Because no one else does.
I get it now. He's batshit crazy. Otto is dead. It makes no sense to say, "Oh, I'm doing this for you guys," while simultaneously standing in our way, and also possibly being kind of the root cause of some of us maybe being able to be killed in the situation. And also, you're working with JJ.
Interesting. Okay, you go down, and we'll resolve that in a minute. Who is up next? So Jericho, it's you, Callista.
It will be Callista.
Yep, Callista.
Woohoo! I say that, I don't actually really know what I'm gonna do. So, this isn't me asking, this is me asking, I guess, like, the other detectives aside from Jericho. Do y'all think, really quick, do y'all think we should keep attacking, or should we, not that I'm saying we don't defend Jericho or anything, but like, I don't know.
He clearly doesn't want to do this, so I feel like there might be a way to circumvent. Yeah.
I don't know how much of that you will know right now. Like, you'll know he's reluctant, but you won't know much else.
I know. From Callista's perspective, this is sort of, I mean, like without having heard any of that still, it's still sort of just like a one-on-one fight situation, whether we've participated or not. He's not like going after us. He's only focused on Jericho, which, I mean, I don't know. I guess we should still be defending him, but...
He seems very persistent.
Yeah.
Persistent, but like...
I'm not even gonna...
Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going.
Well, I think either way, I think Callista will summon the scythe.
Okay.
And I imagine that it is still broken. Because it got snapped in half.
Yeah, it's like a short form scythe at the moment.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's something. She summons it, and I think when that happened, like when it actually got broken, I'm not even sure she 100% processed it because of everything that was going on.
Right.
So she looks at it and is like, oh. That's all right. And actually, I do have a question, TJ. Since I'm now in human form.
Yep.
Is similar to Jimmy, is my eldritch energy just not a issue anymore? Like, is it easier to control, or is it gone?
It's just not there at the moment. Straight up not there.
Fuck. All right. Well,
you feel a disconnect you haven't felt in a long time. I think is probably the best way to say it.
Yeah. No divine energy and no eldritch energy. That's not good.
That's weird. That's what it is. It's weird.
Okay, yeah. I think she's still, the thing is, because of everything that happened before this, I think she's still emotional, but I don't think they're not quite as prominent, and also she's just feeling weirdly hollow now. So, Sorry, I'm just trying to think about how she handles this.
Right. I wanted to give you guys a unique problem.
Yeah.
This is the power of the first fractal. This is what it does. From all energy springs forth from the first fractal. It is where it all goes.
Yeah,
Basically what he's done is he's basically said, I am not fighting you, so I am removing the ability for you to fight.
Right. Well, she can't. The thing is, she's got. Listen. She's got half a scythe, and Kruger's back is to us, right? He's
well, there's
with Jericho.
There's also, I guess, for you, Callista, there's something that's sort of a bit different for you as it is to everyone else, because there is one other sort of area that you can kind of delve into that isn't magic.
Yeah, because see, the other thing I was thinking is, the other thing I was thinking is to look for JJ, but if I don't have powers to fight him with, I don't want to,
I think your attention should probably be on Kruger for now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that being said, I don't know if JJ got regressed too, but, yeah. Okay. So the other area that I can go into, I mean...
Or aspect of yourself might be a better way of putting it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that would be.
That's okay. If you don't know, I'm not telling you.
Okay. Alright. Well, you know what? That's fine. I think Callista is still going to attack him. I think, okay, I know what she's gonna do with the scythe. I think instead of treating it like what it was, a scythe, I think now she's gonna just switch to, she's gonna just kind of work with it and hold it more like you would a knife.
Okay.
Like by the end of the blade instead. And I think she's gonna attack with that.
Okay.
I miss.
Yeah, so that was a 3. You... Okay. Callista, you just run in as you see Jericho fall, and you go for the scythe, and he grabs you again by the head, and with one fell swoop he smashes your head into the dirt, and you are out cold.
Nice.
I believe it. Yep, Victor, you're up. This should be interesting.
Oh boy.
If you make a pear pun, Kruger is going to move on you. He is going to move on you. So I'm warning you.
So much for not fighting us. Jeez.
All right, he's not. You're fighting him. He's not fighting you. In credit to him, he's just, you know.
No powers, huh? How many pairs are on the floor?
No.
Not a pun. This is not a pun.
What do you want to do with the pairs against the threat in front of you that can crush you between his thighs?
Well, I have no magical power, so I'm just gonna chuck it at him.
You've got a fucking, like, special sword. What do you mean?
Fine. I'll launch the sword at him.
Launch the sword? I think you mean you'll run at him with the sword. That's what I think you meant to say.
Fine.
Launch the sword. You're gonna launch the dimension-cutting sword from your other campaign? What if he just broke it? I want to do that. All right. Kick some ass roll.
He broke. Well, he didn't break it. Somebody broke my sight.
Oh, this is. Hey, Victor.
Man.
You run at him with the sword, and you get right close to his neck, and he stops it with his bare hand, and he lets it cut into his flesh, and he looks at you, and again, he doesn't know you really as well as everyone else, but he says, "You're unparable." And he...
It's not my fault. I had a terrible pair chance to hit.
He chops you straight in the neck, and you go night-night. 3 down.
Sleep as I lay down and just like sleep. Pair chance dream.
Fuck you.
Dunk.
Fuck you. He kicks you in the balls as you go down.
Yikes.
Says,
I'm already out cold.
Yeah,
I don't feel it.
Fair, no, you know what? Fair enough. All right, Kruger. Kruger's turn. Funny fucker you are. Okay. I know what he does. Flebs, how much harm do you have? How much health do you have left? 3. Fala?
Fala has. Hang on one sec. Fala has only 2 harm taken at all.
So she's got 5. Okay, and Jimmy?
4.
So you have 6 left.
No, I
You
only
have 4 left,
4
of course. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Oh my god.
Well,
I don't think I've ever seen a number that.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a really good one. To be honest, this is sort of perfect. He had a +3, I should mention, and that's because he literally took out 3 of you in a row. So that's why I gave him the 3. But even without the 3, that would have been a 14. So on a flat roll, it would have been that. He all right. He all right. You're not all bunched up, are you? I believe, Jimmy, you're the closest. Fala,
Yes.
you are middle, and Flebs, you're the furthest away, correct?
I believe that is right.
He sighs and he realizes that you guys are, Jimmy aside, Fala, you and Flebs are far away. Jimmy, he dashes towards you, ducks underneath you, and German suplexes you onto the ground. And he brings you down to 1 harm left, and has left you, especially because you're in you're the weird weakened Sasquatch form, and you're sort of just dizzied. Fala, you are an incredible scientist and mortician. You're not a fighter. And Reinhardt knows this. And as he's running towards you, you hear him say, "Please don't struggle." And he pulls you into a rear naked choke. Do you struggle?
I think I'm gonna actually listen because I've noticed that he's not actually trying to attack and hurt us.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you don't struggle, and it's very painless, and within 10 seconds, the world goes black. Flebs, he looks towards you, and before he makes a move, he's kind of sizing up what you're going to do, if you're going to run, if you're going to fight. What do you do?
Can I take an action?
I'm going to let you take an action.
Question.
Yep.
Since I've regressed, does that unlock the cryptid compendium in my head?
No. No magic.
Come on.
Remember, regression is everything to do with magic, and the cryptid compendium is magic. But also, he's not a cryptid; he's a human.
Okay, never mind.
So it wouldn't, even if I did give it to you, it wouldn't give you anything.
Okay, I was gonna try and find a weakness.
I mean, you could still try, bud, but like, yeah, he's not a cryptid; he's just a human being. But certainly, if you want to, tell you what, how about this? Do you want to do a sharp roll and see if you can think of anything?
Okay.
I mean, let's make it fair. I don't want to deny you that.
Okay.
I don't want to deny
Fair
you
is
that.
fair.
Yeah.
Can I
That
take
this
a
could
shot?
not be. I can't stress. This could not be more perfect. Flebs, I'm gonna say you're panicked because you've just seen it for the first time in a long time, possibly ever. Everyone has been taken out. And as you're thinking and running through all these thoughts, you don't realize how close he's gotten. And you think through your weaknesses, and the only weakness you can think of I mean, it's a fail, but I'll give it to you, is his dad. And before you can even tell him that his dad is dead, he headbutts you with everything he has, and you go down.
I have 1 arm left.
That's okay. I purposely have not told you the harm so that you can just go out.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to be nice to everybody.
I want to have 1 like everyone else.
Sorry?
I want to be down to 1 HP.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, everyone's down to 1 harm, basically. Yeah. Okay. All right. I have one more scene. Victor, are you good for about 5 minutes? Because I'd like you to be here for this, just so you don't miss the context.
Yep.
Okay.
That means it's good.
Okay.
I can pair with it.
Correct me. Okay, now it's 10 minutes. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Wow.
What good audio. Correct me if I'm wrong, gang. This is the first time you have ever all been party wiped. In 50 sessions, I believe you've never all been party wiped, correct?
No.
Correct.
Not that I can-
Besides,
Right.
yeah, besides when Deimos took us down that one time, but that wasn't really even this.
This is the first time it's ever happened. And yes, there was a pretty hefty, what's the word, restriction put on you, but there's one thing that is permeating all of you despite the fear and the pain. You do not sense a single drop of malice in the damage you've taken. Jericho, in between this state of consciousness and unconsciousness, you are actually in the Sturgeon archives. You're not at the Moth building for once. And you seem to have awoken in the middle of a conversation that Endicott was having with you. He's rambling on, and he's telling you a story. And the gist you catch is, he says, well, there's been many times where individuals have stepped up to the plate. They have challenged an op and have gotten struck down. Of course, you know the legend of Biggie and Tupac. Those two were in a turf war for quite some time. And, of course, there was the famous Who Shot Ya, as I've heard me do. And there was always this idea that Suge Knight actually was the one. And Puffy was another, but they never proved it. And eventually both sides went down. And really, you can't tempt fate, Jericho. The fates are there, but to interfere is never wise.
I don't think I follow Endicott. I really don't.
He turns to you with a pretty sobering look after this this degree of chicanery and like a joy and mix of like frustration that he was talking about Biggie and Tupac. He says, when a fate visits you and you let them in, it is of great risk to oneself and to those around them. We do not tell the fates what to do, Jericho. We serve them. They control all the threads of our friends, our loved ones, our enemies. It is through them that our lives are determined at every possible juncture. And, should they so deem it, and he makes a chopping motion, they can snip the thread. No more of you. You've been visited by one, haven't you?
Out of character for a moment. This is like not a true flashback. It's like a kind of like out of body like flashback, right?
You
like,
are realizing that.
members.
Yeah, you're realizing that it was a memory. Started as a memory, but you get the distinct impression Endicott is astral projecting to you right now. From like he's using a memory as like a base point. This is
Gotcha.
real. This is real time.
Yeah, there was like this kind of like rude blue-haired woman that I met like a few days, some time ago, and another like near-death hallucination. Oh, it's the same day.
Yes. It is a day I have been expecting for a while. Jericho, I can't lie to you. This is a bad day. And before it is over, it is going to get worse. Dark days lie ahead for Sturgeon as much as they do for your retinue. But I need to ask you something. And he moves the scene around. And it's a shot of all of you down on the ground. If divine intervention were a thing, would you take it, not knowing the consequences?
After taking a moment to like examine like the nightmare detective state, Jericho would say, if it meant I could protect them, if I could, yeah. I think I would.
Endicott gets teary-eyed. And he smiles. And he holds his arms up for a hug.
After kind of like taking a moment to like look at him and like kind of almost begrudgingly like look away, Jericho will like go on for the hug too.
then you have nothing left for me to teach you. He says he'll do it. And Endicott whispers something to you, which we'll talk about later. And he disappears. And Freya is standing in front of you again. And she has a series of golden threads wrapped around her hands, which are attached to her guitar. And she says, "Are you sure? Because once I do this, there's no going back."
Jericho will take a deep inhale and then say, "I'm ready."
She says, "Okay. You and I will meet again when dusk reigns over Sturgeon. Now go out there and raise some hell." She strums the guitar, and when we go back to the big top, we have Kruger walking away, and at that same time, multiple things occur. The first is the sound of Jimmy's rage as he heals completely and stands up in his overbearing, unbridled rage form. Next to him is the sound of a gun being cocked and taking aim as Flebs readies the rifle. And to Jimmy's other side is Fala opening the door and dropping in some nanobots. Ahead of them is the sound of pears falling as Victor Mendoza stands up holding his dimensional sword and his foci in the other hand. Next to Victor, in an arc of black light, stands the eldritch form of Callista. Eyes yellowed, teeth bared, but in full control. And lastly, closest to him, breaking the ground around him, is a fully attuned godweight Jericho branch. And Kruger sighs and has the gauntlets back on at this point. And he holds his arms open and says, "Let's bring your sins to the light. One last time. Give me everything you've got." Okay.